Hey guys, and welcome back. I do apologize for that, but we were getting way too much lag over there because it was nighttime and the lights and just too many things on the map. So what I ended up doing, I should say, is leaving that fight, coming back over here to my base and selling a few pieces off of my giant bot, which we actually had quite a few suggestions on what we should name him. You can see now that my bot that is over there, he is attacking this thing. He's taking a little bit of damage, but ultimately, I think we're going to win this one. There he goes. Wow, we got a lot of blocks off of that thing. Now, this bot does have its weaknesses. As you can see, if there's even the slightest little bit of a ramp, it gets bogged down so easy. So I am going to get rid of this little thing that goes on the front. It's a cool idea, but it sticks out way too much. And in the end, I don't think it's going to work. So we need to put something in its place. And I'm thinking we need to go with something like these. Yeah, I mean, we do want to fill up the whole thing because that is a very vulnerable spot. So yeah, let's move this over. And we'll take these from up here on the top. Again, this may be a bad idea because it's just going to be one of those things where I think it's just going to get stuck. And I don't want that to happen, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Now, I do have some weapons that I can pick up. Let's see, what do I want here? I really don't want any of these weapons for myself, but I'll go ahead and put some of these stud lasers on my main bot because that's stuff that I actually want. And all these pieces that I do not want right now, I can then go ahead and sell because it's right here. There's no reason why I won't just drag these over here, toss them into this little thing, and have them sell for me. Now, some of those pieces obviously didn't end up on top where I wanted them to go. There's should be a button that you use, to be honest, guys, at some stage that you can just drag and drop, you know, a whole bunch of things at once, you know, like a magnet of some sort. And I did mention that. And something I want to touch on as well is the names. Now, one of the names was The Beast, and that was by Bushido Bull. The other name was from Tamer. And let me see. Let me look at that one and see what the name that what he chose. Let's see, blocks, no, definitely not correct. Come on, where is it at? Is it not on here? Jeez, give me a second, guys. I know he left one on here. Let's see, come on, what is it? I don't know, I'll have to look at it later. Oh, no, it was how about Constructor after the one from Transformers? Okay, so he wanted to do the Transformer thing. I get that. It actually sounds pretty cool because we did basically transform from one bot to the next bot to the next. And that's not a bad name for it. But I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to let you guys pick it out and see which one you like. If you like the Beast or whether you like the other one for this bot right here in front of me. The one that's the giant one. Not this little small one down here on the bottom that looks, you know, vaguely like a weird kind of, I don't know, like ramp or bump or something like that. It's more like a speed bump than anything else. And I am making a little bit of coin off of these things. I could more than likely use these to create a new bot, and I might actually end up doing that, you know, off camera if this doesn't work. But I like having a lot of money because in the end, what we can use that for is a great number of things. And one of the main things that I've been kind of hinting at trying here pretty soon is my hand at building more planes. So I want to create a plane that can carry a terminal with it, one of those payload studio terminals. And therefore, we will be able to take that with us. And then when we get to where we're going, build up a bot that can go on and take on some of the tasks that may be really far away. And if you have the right material, the recycler and things of that sort, you can get a lot of that money, if not all of that money, back when you sell those items when you're done with them. So it just takes a little bit of time because you'll be, you know, building and designing your bot. And, you know, that, of course, really isn't that big of a deal if you program it into the studio. Like, you can get a design that you like, save it, and then when you go in there, you can just buy that design. So you don't necessarily... Let's actually grab this stud if we can. There we go. And put it on our bot up here just in case. We like to have those. Of course, I could always just buy more, but, you know, why do that if you don't have to? Let's put these in a little bit more. Oh, man, there's just so much in there. You can't even sell fast enough. That's crazy. We did get a little panel here, and so we're We're going to keep that, actually. We're going to put that back down here, which is where I think it was, wasn't it? Let's see, can we put it down here? We should be able to connect it to the other ones. No, it will not connect to the other ones. What if we drag that here? Can we put it? No, it still doesn't want it. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's better. Better in the sense that we're more protected, but are we actually going to be able to get over, you know, humps of the dirt? I don't think so. I think this bot has seen pretty much its fuel, its full glory. It's cool looking. I like it. It's just not practical. You know, it's like not going to last because it just does not take hits. You know, well, I mean, it actually does. It takes the hits pretty well, but it doesn't dish them out, and it just can't move. Like, if all I can do is come out here into the salt flats, fine, then it works for that situation. But for everything else, no, not even close. Let's see, are we going to be able to hit this thing? We should be able to. Now, what does it have? Anything we haven't seen before? I don't think I can turn around. Actually, I can back up, but I can't quite keep up with its rate as far as moving. So I do have to continually move back and kind of fix the aim on this. Now, one of the things I've mentioned before is that if you're using more than 2 buttons on the control, on the key, or not the key, on the keyboard, that it doesn't recognize the third one. So if you're going backwards and moving left at the same time as trying to fire, it will only do 2 of those things at once. So that kind of sucks. Now, it will on occasion do more than that, but it just seems like it does stall out for me on occasion when I'm trying to... I don't know, it's weird because it works sometimes and other times it doesn't. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a thing or if that's just something interfering on my end. Oh, wow. Okay, well, there's... no, another battery's about to explode. Jeez. Okay, what are we going to get? No, we're actually going to be able to grab it. Yes, okay, we got a little battery. What else do we get? What is this? A shield bubble. We don't really need it. It's going to drain more of our power than anything else, but we're going to take it, and I'm going to take it back to our base and put that on. What else do we got over here? We got some mortars, which are kind of nice to get. We have a little bit of lights. We don't want any of this, really. Let's see. Nope, none of this. What do we got over here? 3 pound. Nope, we don't want that either. Okay, so not really anything of any use to us. Let's grab this light just in case. Now we got access to it. Now, I've been told you don't actually have to put it on your bot. I was always under the impression you actually had to put it on. That might have been a thing at one point, but it no longer is. Now you just simply have to pick it up with your mouse cursor, move it around a little bit, and then toss it. And by I say move it around a little bit, that's just for safety. You know, make sure you actually have it in your cursor, and that is pretty much all you need to do. Now let's go ahead and take these batteries, put them over here on the back side, and we're also... Wow, that's getting filled up completely, very quickly. Very, very quickly, actually. Let's go back here and see if it will charge us up. See if we can get close enough to it that we can get a little bit of power out of that. I don't think we can, now that I'm looking at it, because the base is in the way. Yeah, so we're just not going to get close to that at all. But what we can do is snag one of these batteries, put it on our bot, and that will go ahead and share the energy to our guy. And since these are fully charged, you know, we're getting more energy than we're losing here. So they're going to be recharged very, very quickly. We don't have to worry about, you know, them getting destroyed at all. This is just going to be us kind of siphoning a little bit of power. Put that back on. Instantly gets spread out because there's so many power batteries on there. You know, it's just it's so easily redone for them. But look at that. We're pretty low. Do that a couple more times. See if we can get it up to green before we head back out, because I don't want these guys to die. Now, I could always put my own down to charge back up, which I think is probably what I have to do. Yeah, it's just not working anymore. If we put our own down, you'll see right here, the way I designed it, I can actually pull this one block out, and you'll see underneath it. See, this didn't used to be here. It was a 2 block, so it was okay to be pulled out. You can see right in there what the actual level of the battery is, and it's charging up this whole time. Eventually, very, very slowly, mind you, that it will go up to full. Sometimes it takes like 5 minutes, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So not exactly the best design when it comes to recharging, I think I need a few more of these things and maybe a few more batteries inside. There's a few places in there where I could have used 1 blocks for the GSO rather than 2, but I went ahead and used the 2 just because I was a little lazy. I had already bought the block, and I was hoping that you know, that would be better for this guy as far as protection goes. But I think having more batteries in the end is going to be better for this guy, because if you look at it, you know, he can't really do a lot without having that protection, because he's just not overpowered. He doesn't have a lot of firepower, and the firepower he does have is you know, it's not directed, you know, solely forward. It's actually directed backwards as well. So which you know, it's great for me because it protects me. I can shoot forwards and backwards, but at the same time, if I think this is another cab right here actually, guys, which we will destroy because I want to destroy one of these things. Yep, I think it is. I think it is, guys. Look at this. Oh, crap, man. They move so fast and in any direction they want. That's just kind of messed up. Oh, come on. Don't freeze out on me again. There we go. There we go. We're doing it. Okay, so they're taking some damage there. Yes. Yes. Blow up. Oh, wow. This is payback, guys. Now, there's a few of them on there that are flashing red. The other ones seem like they're in pretty good shape. Oh, crap. Am I stuck? What am I stuck on? There we go. Oh, one of my weapons popped off. I believe that's one of my weapons, unless it's one of theirs. Oh, blow them up. Let's move forward so we don't get hit by that. We got hit by it anyways. Now, it realizes that I have fewer weapons on the back of my bot than on the front of my bot, so it seems to favor that one. But we're going to turn it back around if we can. See if we can get a few more hits. Now, he's hitting us this whole time. Holy crap. Look at that, guys. So there were a few blocks in there that were not cabs. Jeez, but not much. And nothing special in there. Whoever designed that, whoever that was, you should have put something good inside. You know, something, a block that is not very common. And that way, if they take the time to destroy that, which is not easy to do, then they might get something pretty decent out of it. Definitely worthwhile. And if you could make it a random item instead of just, you know, the same one over and over again, that would make people really go after those things. And they'd be like that little treasure mob that always has something good inside. Now, what is this guy? What is that red stuff on him? Oh, yeah, we definitely need some of those tractor pads. We haven't gotten any of those big ones for the GSO yet. Of course, we do have... Oh, yeah. Don't blow up. Dang it. Jeez. I don't know if we're going to get that second one. Maybe if it doesn't blow up. I think it's going to blow up, though. We're hitting it pretty hard. It's just raining all over that guy. Are we getting hit by a second guy? No. Just, we got out of range of him. Let's go ahead and back it up. Come on. Blow him up. Do it. Come on, you can do it. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. He is down. And can I pick it up before it blows up? Hopefully. There we go. We have access to it now. Okay. What else do we want? Well, we don't really need any of this junk now that we have that. I love that tractor pad. That thing is amazing. Of course, like I said, until you get the other one from the Geo Core. But you know, that one's going to be a while off. We're not going to get that one anytime soon, as far as I'm aware of, until we start using more of the Geo Core. And I've been kind of holding back on that one because, one, it causes a lot of lag when you use that one, and two, we've done those giant builds before. We've done really big ones. Now I kind of want to experiment with the smaller ones, the awkward design ones, the ones that look like other creatures or other things from other games, stuff like that. And I think we're doing pretty well with it. We created the spider. We've created whatever this is. I'm going to call it the armadillo because it's just, you know, so armored. And it has kind of changed and morphed and become a little weaker as we've gone out here. Look at that, guys. That thing is just freaking massive. And I have gotten rid of quite a few things. I got rid of all of the diamond tips, you know, ramming things. I got rid of all the drill bits, all these small wheels that I had on there, and I sold all that. And now I have 14,000 BBs, so I can create quite a few vehicles with that. That's not going to take me that long. Now, if I ever need to get some power and it's nighttime and, you know, I can't charge up my solar reactors like that, there is one way to do it. you can come over here and attach this to the batteries or to the bot, and it will actually take the energy from the batteries that are stored on this bot and transfer it over to you. Now you're probably wondering, why would you do that? How is that really that great? You're just transferring and making one weaker while you're making the other one stronger. Well, if you know this is the case and you know you're going to be coming by during the nighttime, then have a whole bunch of extra batteries attached to your base and have them charging while you're gone. And then when you show up, you can use that reserve energy that you've stored just for yourself for that reason, to replenish your bot. And that it works wonders. It's amazing to do it. And if you don't mind setting it up and taking that extra little time, it can really go to save your bot. You can go out a lot faster, do a lot more things without having to get that delay of, oh, it's nighttime, now I need to either wait or I need to go out and harvest trees so that I can get my fuel in that little reactor to actually give me more power. So there's several different ways you can go about it, but in the end, I have to say that the way I prefer it is just to you try to think ahead, try to imagine what your needs are going to be, and then try to figure a way to actually meet them, because in this game, whatever your imagination is, you can pretty much do it. Now we're going to try to take this guy out. Let's see what he looks like. He's pretty big. I bet we could hit him from here. Nope, not quite. Almost. Wow, look at that. Those lights, I tell you, every time you fight at night, it creates so much more lag than any other time that you fight with. Let's see if we can back up a little bit. There we go. We're hitting him a little bit. I think he was doing more damage to us than we were doing to him. But we only need to get a few lucky shots. We only need a few seconds like this. We're hitting him with a full barrage to just do a great deal of damage. And, of course, he's taking all the damage we're dishing out, whereas we're only taking a small amount of his damage because of our shields. But be very careful. If he hits you too much, too quickly, you will, lose your shields, and then he just wrecks you. Because their aim is always better than yours. It just works out that way all the time. Can I not back up? Come on. I don't care at this point. I just need to shoot and see if we can do a little bit more damage. I think we're hitting him. I think we're hitting. Nah, crap, man. There we go. There we go. Get out of there, man. There's no way my shields are gonna last much longer. That was pretty rough. And the more you get hit, like we said, the more damage you get done to your character, to your shields, the faster those shields will fail. So that was a lot of power. Thankfully, I had a lot of it being transferred over to me in between this fight and the last one. So we got lucky. We got very, very lucky there. Come on, die. He doesn't even have any weapons left except for one. And he's still trying to find the weakest spot on my body. I got to give him credit, for having that determination. He knows he's lost, but he's still going at it. There we go. Come on. Jeez, he might actually destroy something on my bot. Oh, man, dang. I got to apologize again, guys, for the lag. This is crazy. There we go. Okay, one more hit. One more couple hits. Come on, that has to be enough. Come on. How many hit points does this guy have? I'm just wrecking him right now. Here we go. He's flashing. Nope. There, his bot. You can see it right there in the front, the little cab. We're not quite hitting him. There we go. We are hitting him now, and he is dead. Boom, baby. Oh, we got a battery out of it, too. Let's see how much. Oh, we have almost no fuel. Look at that. We have no power left. Let's go ahead and put that on. Let's see, what else do we got here? We have a repair bubble. So we'll take that, even though it's going to cost a little bit more power. We did get a couple more batteries at it, which is really nice. Again, I'm putting these on our big bot because we just have so much space on them that we need the extra ones. And if it saves me a little bit of money, I'm all for it. And it doesn't really take that long to take back, and they don't really weigh a lot. So, yeah, I mean, it's worth it for me. But, the batteries really aren't worth that much anymore. In the old days, they were worth a fortune, and they were very, very hard to get. You didn't always get them right off the bat. And as you can see, it makes a huge difference because wow, look at that. Look how far away we can see our bot from, man. That is a monster, man. It's like the size of this mountain over here. Look at that. From way off over there, it's the size of this mountain. That mountain's closer, which means this thing's even bigger than that mountain. That's nuts. Man, what? I've been told that there is a a limit to how big these things can get. Something like 44 blocks or something like that. If that's the case, what do you mean by 44 blocks? Single blocks, the GSO ones? Because this thing is the GeoCore. You know, those blocks are a little different in size. I think they just mean like the GSO one, the regular size block. And we're going to come over here and what are we going to do? We're going to attach these batteries real quick and get instant energy from this thing. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and add that back here. Didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. Is it not? I think it's charging up. It's just taking a while. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it has a little bit of energy in there. And now we're going to go in there and see if we can take this guy out. Hopefully this is not a bad idea. Like I said, I just don't like having it this close to my base. Wow! Look at those weapons, guys. It's not even afraid of me. It's like, I'll go toe-to-toe with you. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yep. Yep. How is this going to work? There. Holy jeez. Did you see that, guys? I know you did, but go back and watch that in slow motion. That dude just got wrecked. He didn't explode. He just completely detonated. Look at all the pieces everywhere. Everywhere, guys. And there's actually a battery back here that didn't take any damage because that thing was so severe. Look how far away there are pieces to this guy. This guy went, oh my God, what was he filled with? Like, that was like a self-destruct. You know, I mean, I understand I did all that damage, but I guess I did it so quickly and at the right angle for everything to work out just perfect that so many of the blocks survived while he just went, you know, kablooey. I mean, that's just crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a bot explode like that before, which is really cool now that I'm thinking about it. That is a little nuts. But I think what we're going to go ahead and do, guys, is end the episode here. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel. I know some of you guys probably get sick and tired of hearing me say it, but you know, I can't thank you guys enough for taking that time to do it, because there are game companies out there that will not let you review or play their games unless you have a certain number. So unfortunately, we have to play that game to be able to play the games that we want, and it's just an unfortunate fact of the channels. So we do appreciate it when you guys actually, you know, hit that button. Again, make sure to leave those comments down below, because we do want to hear back from what you think of the episode so far and what you want to see in the future. Do you have a bot design that you haven't tried out yet? I mean, we've tried the big ones. We're trying the small ones. I think the next one we're either going to do a small airplane or we're going to do some sort of a dump truck just to try them out and see how well that works. But again, it's up in the air. If you guys leave a comment down below and ask me to do a certain bot size or design, I'll definitely give it a shot. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time.